New scrutiny on sanctuary cities. The White House blames San Francisco for Kate Steinle's death and plans to file new charges against her killer. The feds say sanctuary cities must be held accountable.
And they're looking to arrest the illegal immigrant acquitted of Steinle's murder. Today, the Justice Department filed this amendment to an earlier arrest warrant involving a weapons charge 2 years ago in Texas. It says Jose Garcia Zarate violated his probation by possessing the gun that killed Steinle. It is important to note, if this case hadn't made national headlines, it is likely Zarate would have been released after yesterday's weapons verdict under San Francisco's current sanctuary city policy, even though he has a number of other felony convictions.
KPIX 5 political reporter Melissa Caen spoke with San Francisco's district attorney, a vocal supporter of sanctuary cities and whose prosecutors lost this case. Melissa?
Yeah, Ken and Veronica, San Francisco DA George Gascón gave his very first interview today to KPIX. He was in Los Angeles, where we reached him by phone. The San Francisco DA says that the trial of Garcia Zarate was a murder case, plain and simple.
It was a murder case as we prosecuted, and, we got a verdict on a murder case. Not the verdict that we were hoping for, but the system worked the way that it's intended to work, disappointing as it may be.
And while Gascón has supported San Francisco's sanctuary city laws before, today he was in no mood to talk politics.
There are other times that we can talk about sanctuary city. There are other times that we can talk about whether it is good or not, or what needs to be improved or not. This is not the time.
He said for now, people should just focus on the Steinle family.
Political conversations about other policies concerning immigration and other things could be had another day. Let's just not use this as a reason for those conversations. I think it's extremely disrespectful to a family that is going through a tremendous amount of pain today. And I ask our community, just to pray for the Steinle family and to not use this as a political football.
But that's easier said than done. The acting director of the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, Thomas Homan, said on Fox News today, even if the shooting was an accident, Garcia Zarate should not have been here.
They knowingly released a public safety threat that was here in the country illegally back into the community rather than turning it over to ICE so we can deport him. Sanctuary city's policy is the reason this young lady's not with us today.
Between the Trump administration cracking down on illegal immigration and headlines about the Steinle verdict in San Francisco, Director Homan says that sanctuary cities are in for a wave of undocumented immigrants.
San Francisco is going to be in a lot of trouble next few years because more and more aliens are going to work their way to sanctuary cities.
Yeah, and it seems like everyone is talking about the Steinle case, but there's one person who isn't talking. Mayor Ed Lee is refusing to say anything about the verdict. Now, yesterday we got a terse no comment, and today the mayor avoided the press at a big public event for World AIDS Day. All we got was a note saying the mayor's office is not commenting at this time. Now, Lee later did comment about the sanctuary city law, not the verdict. He told the Associated Press San Francisco is and will always be a sanctuary city.
Melissa Caen, thank you.
All right, Melissa, thanks.
President Trump tweeted the Kate Steinle killer came back over the weekly protected Obama border, always committing crimes and being violent, and yet this info was not used in court. His exoneration is a complete travesty of justice. Build the wall.
Our exclusive KPIX 5 Survey USA poll found that 61% of people surveyed in the Bay Area say the president's comments on the verdict are not helpful. We also asked, should San Francisco stay a sanctuary city? 46% said yes. 42% of the Bay Area say that it should not. We asked whether local police should help ICE in cases that involve violent crime and undocumented immigrants. 74% say yes. We asked that same question just to people of Oakland last week, and 62% of Oaklanders said they want local police to work with ICE in cases involving violent crimes.
And more now from our poll when it comes to the verdict acquitting Garcia Zarate of murder. 50% of the Bay Area says the jury got it wrong. 27% say it was the right verdict. 23% say they don't know enough to say. The racial breakdown pretty much the same on this question. About half of whites, blacks, Hispanics, and Asians all disagreeing with the jury.